Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host, JC, the DM for this adventure, here with the two nerds, Tom, Aronan, Norman. There's also an M in the middle there somewhere, but I'm not going to try and say it because it
You
messes
almost
shit
had
up.
it. If you just let it roll,
Just let it go.
just let it roll. You almost.
Let it go. Let it go. Stop there before we get copyright strike.
I can mute you.
You can mute me too, and that is truth. And also, it's kind of fitting. Frozen. I mean, yeah, we'll get there.
We're not there yet.
We also have Ryan Krixis Gupta here, joining us this morning for combat encounter with Gorthox of the Hill People, or Gorthox the Thunder Boar, as we said. He's not as bad as I thought he was when I first looked at him.
Oh,
that
makes me
the
feel a
trick I
lot
was
better.
talking about is something else. Pardon me while I just send out our tweet here, which I was in the middle of, and then you pointed at me. I'm like, oh boy.
This is great audio content, people.
It is fantastic audio content.
Hold on while I play with my phone and tweet this out.
Yeah, exactly. You want to give us a recap, Norm, while I'm doing this?
No, I kind of want to sit here and watch you tweet.
You want to sit and watch me tweet? Okay. Sucks for the audio listeners.
Yeah. So last week. Oh boy, where did we start? Oh, we started at the Dragon Mound, and then we hopped on horses and cruised around to. I'm just going to skip the whole traversing aspect, because the only thing we did on the way to the orc encampment, I suppose you could call it that, is we stopped and I sold some Edward Scissorhands. And then we went to this Stonehenge-looking mountainous thing, to where we found 3 orcs that came out of a little cavey thing. Went to the center of the pillars, I guess you would call it, and started chanting. I took a fireball from Ellie, snuck around, and Krixis and Ellie hid behind 2 boulders themselves on each side. I jumped out from behind my boulder, hucked the firebomb, dove back behind my boulder. I blew them up. Ellie wrecked shop. We had a brief fight. Krixis couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Never can.
Yeah, we smoked them. And now a giant thunder boar, scary boar, lightning boar? Yeah, it looks like a lightning boar. Dropped from the sky, essentially in between, I'm assuming, Krixis and Ellie.
So, there you are, standing on the top of this hill. Big lightning, lots of thunder, and massive boar. Like, this is a huge monstrosity. Give you an idea, you take up a 5-foot square. A huge creature is a 3-foot by 3 foot, or 3 square by 3 square. So he's 15 feet by 15 feet by probably a good 12 or 15 feet tall.
Oh, that answers our question,
ass.
Krixis.
So,
Close-ish.
like, there's no, I didn't see this guy.
Better than I thought.
Between his entrance and his size, he's right there. Kaboom. So I don't think I had an initiative order.
Are we
Save.
getting a different initiative from our last battle?
Yeah, let's roll one because I didn't save the one from last week. Sorry.
That's fine.
That's
I'm 19.
19. What I didn't open was the creatures, or the character pages. Of course. I am all kinds of failure today. What'd you have, Krixis?
Ready for this?
Yeah.
0.
How?
Really?
1 minus 1.
You're going tomorrow.
Okay, basically.
So you're just gonna show yourself out and take a rest?
I guess.
Sorry guys, giant boar. I'm out.
My guy is so stunned by the appearance of the lightning boar, he peed his pants and has to go change.
You're like lightning blind. The flash of light, you're like, as much as I said, yes, you can see this guy, you can't see him. He's John Cena, and you need a moment to get your bearings.
Yeah, right.
I can't see my hand. My vision's getting better. Instead of a big dark blur, I see a big light blur.
All right, Han Solo.
Come on, oh. Yeah, that could have
Eh.
been much better. Why did I open? He's not supposed to be open. Close you. And so Ellie, opening 2 tabs at once. Ellie's initiative is 10. 10? And let's see, where is our Gorthox? He has an initiative of +0. His bad self. They really need those. 13. Gorthox. Alright. So Aronan, you lead the way. This massive boar just appeared in a splash of lightning and thunder in front of you. How would you like... I shouldn't say that. What would you like to do?
Run.
Away from you. He's kind of facing heads or actually odd or even. Krixis.
Even.
Even. He's facing Ellie.
Never tell me the odds.
Hell yeah. We're going there today, aren't we? The whole show. You were hidden, yeah, you're hidden behind a rock. Yep. Shoot him in the butt. Ah! Give him a Wilhelm scream. Go ahead and make your
Even the
attack
lightning
roll.
boar has a weak spot.
22, that absolutely hits this guy. It's kind of hard to miss, honestly.
Just wait a second.
$19 damage.
Ha, I am muted. Yep. Sorry, genius. Long story short, I
You were
shot him in the
muted
butthole.
on the stream. Jeez.
Well, because I got up and I got
Shot to
Brutus
the
because he was
butt.
being a whiny turd.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Well,
22
that
to hit,
happens.
19 damage. Right in the butthole.
22 to hit, and yep. That seems to get his attention.
Can I dive
And-
back behind the rock?
To hide again?
Yep.
Using your bonus action?
Yep.
Make a stealth roll.
17.
17. All right. Okay. Ellie, or no, he goes. Ellie needs to make a dexterity saving throw. As your shot into his ass released lightning from his, it's kind of out of
As
the
it
first
should.
thing he sees.
Who knew?
So, let's see, One creature. Okay, so just Ellie. He's right in front of him. She needs a
His
dex
weapon.
save throw, which it's not good for her. But she nat 20'd. So Ellie dives out of the way as lightning carries through where she was standing and hits the southern rock standing there, and there's just this huge it kind of reverberates around the rocks.
This is really gonna hurt if we get zapped.
And then it is going to... Oh, that is it. That is its action. It doesn't say it uses an action. That's weird. Oh no, it is an action. Okay, yep, never mind. My bad. So then it is Ellie, who dove out of the way. She's gonna pop up. How long is spiritual weapon active for? Because I know she was using it. Krixis, you were using it as well, right?
I was not yet using it.
Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute. That last one didn't take more than 5 rounds, so I'm going to stay. She still has half a minute of her spiritual weapon. Mark the first one there. She's going to bring her spiritual weapon over to attack it. Spiritual weapon. Oops. Rolled the wrong thing first. A 24 to hit. Absolutely hits for 7 damage with her spiritual weapon.
Nice.
And then she's going after it with her mace. As she does. Mace to the face.
Krixis is watching the attack intently.
17 to hit, which does, and she
Krixis
does.
is busy wiping up the pee from his pants.
Yes.
Oh wait, yeah, that's true.
5 points of damage to him. It is Krixis' turn. Then.
Okay. All right. Krixis is going to stay back a bit, and then cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
It's a ranged spell attack for 4d6 radiant damage.
Right.
Zap
And
his
grants
ass.
advantage for the next attack on it if it hits, correct?
16. Yep, on a hit. Let's see, the next attack roll has advantage thanks to the mystical glittering light.
And 16 absolutely hits him.
Great.
I
Get
should
him.
say it just hits him. Well, not just hits him. It hits him. So
Get some. All right, 17 damage.
17 damage.
Where you shocking him? You're gonna
Right,
give him the actual shocker?
I'm going for the eye.
Going for the eye.
Although the shocker sounds amazing.
That's
So many ways.
you.
Oh, actually,
already
is this
did
a
that
boy
one.
or girl boar?
I don't know. You're the one that saw. It's kind of a mythical.
Sorry, I was too focused on his butthole.
Yep. That was probably. That's accurate. It was the target. Aronan, you have next attack. You do have advantage on it, which actually works out very well. Both because it is, even if Ellie and Krixis had backed away from it, it granting you advantage gives you your sneak attack.
So it's kind of wasted on me anyways, because I'd still have my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the short bow. Which is a 18.
18 absolutely hits.
Ugh.
off center me on your screen a little bit, but do that.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right.
I'm gonna jump back behind. I'm gonna hop back behind my boulder.
Hop back behind. Get behind your rock and make a
12.
stealth check to hide. 12? Okay, you believe you're hidden.
I do believe it.
Lies.
He is going to engage Ellie in some melee combat. Let's see, I just gotta write this. And then it's I'm taking notes on this so I don't have to go back to his character sheet every time.
So Ellie's
Okay.
swinging the mace at him. So
No, he's actually retaliating back at Ellie now.
got it.
Excuse me. So he is going to try and gore her with his tusks, his lightning tusks, which is a 22 to hit, which hits Ellie for 13 points of lightning or slashing damage, and the lightning damage is 4. So a total of 17 points of damage, which 4 was lightning. Ouch. That hurts.
Great.
Play changes. Yikes. And then he is going to try and stomp on her with his thunder hooves. Like he goes in and gores her, and then he's coming down with his hooves on her.
Thunder hooves. Oh.
And a 13 does not hit her. That is his turn. We roll around to Krixis.
Wow, he's not having any good luck, is he?
He just chunked away half of Ellie's life. I think he's doing fine.
Yeah. So
Oh, I thought you said he just missed. Oh, yeah. Right.
No, with his hooves.
I got
He
you.
might have just downed her had he connected. He's okay.
yeah, it's a real thing. I'm going to move up next to Ellie, engage with the boar. But I'm going to cure wounds on Ellie then.
Oh, okay. Stepping up to
For
engage
8.
with the boar and hitting Ellie with a cure wounds for 8.
My intent is to gain the boar's attention.
So you moved up. You moved cure wounds. As you're moving, were you like, you have a shield, right?
Yep.
Or no? Yeah. Were you banging on it?
Yes.
And just kind of, hey, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It would
Yeah,
definitely-
just kind of put a shoulder into him while I'm casting cure wounds, touching Ellie.
Okay. Actually, I'll say you step between them and you kind of like smack it in the snout, not doing any damage, but I'm here and putting that your actions actually to heal. So yeah, absolutely, fantastic.
All right,
Visual.
perfect.
Like I love it.
Turn.
Rolls around to Aronan.
Seems like I'm doing all right with my bow. There's really not much I can do to help either one of them right now. So I'm gonna keep at it with the short bow.
All right.
I am going to. So I'm assuming it's kind of turned away from me, like I'm not necessarily looking at his butthole anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to aim at its ear. Try and shoot it in the ear hole.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yes, 25 hits.
Eight plus 11, 19.
19 points of damages.
19 right in the ear hole. I'm all about the holes today, I guess.
Oh, apparently.
He will be penetrated.
I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna dive back behind my rock.
That probably sounded awful on the audio. Me farting in the microphone with my lips.
18 to dive back.
Okay. Gorthox, you got his attention, Krixis. He is going to try and gore you with his tusks. For 10. He misses severely. He comes and follows through with his hooves then.
I imagine his eyes are watering when I bopped him in the nose. So.
A little bit. The lightning, instead of going up like this, is kind of going.
Tears.
Like tears.
The tears of a cloud.
The tears of a cloud. A 23 to hit.
23 hits. Sorry, I was distracted.
I love this because all those things just fit our shtick. All the pop culture references, all the dumb crap I think in my head, I can just let loose and it's great.
Which one is the tears from a clown? That's from
I don't know. I just hear the little flute in the background, then the da 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 da. Who is that?
It's a song.
It's a song. It's
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. It's
yeah, I just can't remember the band. It's one of those ones you know the song, but you don't know the band. And someone out there is going, "Damn it, it's this people, these people." They don't exist in the Forgotten Realms, whoever they are, because clearly, if I could recall it, they'd be there. The damage on the hooves is, oops. It is 9 and 6, it's 15 bludgeoning damage and 6 lightning damage. It's a total of 21.
Lazy Dragon says Smokey Robinson. I don't think it's Smokey Robinson.
I don't think you're far off, though, honestly. Smokey Robinson.
I mean, I guess it could be, but...
Let's see. Well, The Beat, The Miracles, and Iron Maiden all have a sound.
Probably
The Beat.
The Miracles sounds right. That sounds like a Motown style era band. You know, The Miracles, The Wonders, the Beatles, all those things. All right, Krixis. So you took the 21 from the hoof stomp.
It's a real shot in the mouth.
Ellie swings, shuffles around the side of you, says thanks for the heal, shuffles around the side of you, lays into him with her mace. And just trying to get out of the way of you, misses it completely. And sends her spiritual weapon in for a swing. Where's your spiritual weapon there, lady? Oh, and misses with her spiritual weapon as well. She burnt her whole lot against the orcs, apparently.
Oh, come on.
She's a little worn out.
It's going to be a tough one.
Krixis, you guys are actually doing relatively well, I will say.
I mean,
Relatively well. That's a vote of confidence.
So Ellie and me are one hit away from potentially being down, but I can't do enough healing to counteract that. So I think I'm gonna guiding bolt again and just make sure Aronan can hit. So yeah, guiding bolts from right in his face.
Right in the face.
$15.
Just hits him. That is his AC. 15.
Ooh.
13 damage.
13 damage. Let's see this. And grants. There's a sparkly, holy aura that kind of surrounds him. And that grants Aronan advantage.
Adam Babe Genius. The Miracles was Smokey Robinson's band.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
Everybody win. Good job.
Yeah. Woo.
Well done. Except for me, for laughing at it.
And they are the ones that sang Tears of the Clown, right? They are the actual artists that did the song. Yeah. Fantastic.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, now you were saying there's a cloud around its face or something?
Well, it's got the guiding bolt effect
Okay.
that gives you advantage. I was just describing it flavorfully.
Flavorfully?
Yeah, because people like
It's
flavor.
all magically sparkly.
They like that rap style with that big clock. They like him.
The flavorfully?
Yeah, the flavor.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so I am going to... keep shooting at it with my short bow. It's not even looking at me, so...
No, it's fully aware of Krixis and Aronan.
20 to hit.
Yes, absolutely hits it.
9 plus... Oops, I'm
Put
sorry.
all your hate
7.
into this one.
7 plus... Come on, roll, you jerk. Oh, stop it. 7 plus 11, 18.
18. Aronan, got an important question for you.
Yes.
How does this thing die? Because it had 18 hit points.
First of all, I'm going to explain this, JC, and then you need to let it breathe for about 5 seconds, okay?
Okay.
So, as I pop out, I do a roll, kind of like a barrel roll, come to my knee and shoot. And the arrow goes right past his tail, up the bung, and shoots out his mouth. So I skewered the thing right from tail to nose, right out. And we're going to do this.
That's one hell of a shot, boy.
We're going to do this.
I don't know what is being done because I don't know the music. So
It's a Final Fantasy victory.
I was so excited about that.
is that what you were looking at? Norm texted me the week. He goes, I'm going to try something on the stream. I think I'm okay to do it. So yes.
So I figure we're on Twitch. They promote video games. I mean,
We'll see.
I
don't-
promote you.
they promote me. I don't care. Either way, it'll end up on the podcast, and that's fantastic.
And
worth it.
I'm so proud
worst
of
case
myself.
scenario, I can figure out how to play it on guitar and record my own recording of it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Then we can use that. Maybe change one note on it. So you guys have destroyed Gorthox
of the hill.
of the Hill People.
Forest.
Formerly Gorthox of the Hill People.
When you skewer him, that arrow comes out the front end of him.
Mm-hmm.
From where the arrow entered, like from his tail, it slowly just starts like crackling, like electricity carrying along his body. And as it crackles along and keeps moving forward, he gets translucent-ish, and the energy kind of from his snout then crackling inward, everything's kind of moving towards the center of his body, and there's a clap of thunder. I need a strength saving throw from Krixis and from Ellie, and from you because you came out from behind the rock to shoot that shot with your tumble. Oh, my mouse. I need to learn that my mouse will not carry over to my laptop.
Critical
Every time I'm like,
fail.
why is it not going there? Critical fail. Oh. So you had a 1?
I
So
did
you had
have
a
a
0, technically.
It's 3. It's 3 because I have good strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Ellie's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. Ellie actually gets her shield up. She realizes something's coming. She gets her shield up and she turns and looks at you and notices you aren't bracing yourself, Krixis, and grabs your arm like right up here and kind of holds you and gets her shield in front. She rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
And then a 17 on a dex saving throw to grab you. So she grabbed you and kind of pulled you down behind her shield as this explosion happens. Aronan, you take my mouse again does not go to my laptop. Nope, that's the wrong one. Clear that. Aronan, you're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked back 10 feet onto your back.
Okay.
But you are clear of combat now. And the thunder boar is just a scorch mark on the ground, basically.
So is there any way to loot the body?
There's no body.
There's no body.
Yeah, that's kind of what just happened.
Yeah. So we need to...
He was summoned from the thunder elements and returned to the thunder elements.
I'm going to pick myself up and run over to Ellie and Krixis to be sure they're okay. You guys,
Ellie
I
kind of
noticed-
assists Krixis
yeah.
up to his feet.
I see a shield just sitting there, so I kind of peer around to be sure that they're actually behind the shield.
Yeah, you look, and you can see them. She's ducked down. She's got her head down. She's got Krixis pulled down by her. And they kind of stand up, and that was exciting.
Oh, that's quite a monster.
I don't know if exciting's the word I would have used, but yeah, it was something.
Nice shot, Aronan.
I aim to please.
Were you aiming for his bum?
Show title. I aim to please. I think you broke the deal.
Uh-oh.
I'm a sucker for bad dad jokes, and that one's awesome. Oh God, that's funny. I got tears in my eyes. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I don't know if it was so much just the bad dad joke, but also the thumbs up and the just holding that. Oh, perfect. Oh.
My work here is done. Have a good Sunday, folks.
All right, DM. Well, Krixis is going to survey the area to see if the lightning boar left any remnants behind.
There is no remnants left behind by the lightning board. There are the bodies of the 3 orcs you fought prior, laying around. What do they? Oh, I'm in the wrong chapter here.
Yeah, let's loot the body.
Loot the body.
Loot the body. Loot
Been making
the
an
body.
investing. Gosh, there's a 311 song where they sing that in the beginning. 311, 311, and that's you say loot the body like that, and that's all I'm thinking is that song. So I'm gonna write a whole song about that. Ooh. Do we get into doing cover tunes with D&D themes? No, you don't want to hear me sing. You do not want to hear me sing.
I am not a part of that band at all.
Yeah, so you're looking for these orcs. Did either one of you make an investigation?
Not yet. I have +2. Tom, what is Aronan?
I'm +3, but I rolled low.
Yep. So
Roll a second time. Roll at
I'll
advantage
assist
because
you.
he'll assist you. That's what he was getting at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whoever's better, we assist the other and roll for advantage.
I gotcha.
I love that small bit of metagaming because you guys would know each other, and I honestly don't see it as metagaming. You know who's better at finding stuff after a little while.
14.
14. Well, you've searched these guys before. It seems very familiar. You have 2 of those bracers for each one of the orcs you fought, so you now have 6 of those bracers, 3 sets. And other than that, there's like a little pouch of like herbs and crap and mushrooms, and at this point you'd realize like spell components style stuff.
But
and
not
that's all
for
you
spells
find.
we would cast.
Nope.
For weird orc spells.
Yep. Smells kind of funky when you open the pouch. Like if you took too big a breath off of it, it might take you places.
All right, Aronan, add 6 bracers to your inventory.
Alrighty. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, I was thinking
Damn.
it's the 10 dual commandments. But okay. Yes. Krixis.
What time of day is it?
Party time?
It is now.
It is
After the shiny, sparkly boar exploded
dusk
into a
because
crack.
you spent. No, you spent the night. Where's the map? Because you guys spent the night in Coneyberry.
Mm-hmm.
And you left. Yeah, so it's probably early afternoon at this point.
So we kind of need to figure out where this dragon actually lives, right? Like, is it on the map? Let's check the map. So I'm gonna pull out the map and lay it out.
Well,
What
so
map
here's
are
the
you-
question. Seems like there was probably a hole where the orcs are hanging out.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the caves with all
And
this
so if we're
excitement.
if we're clearing orcs, we've got to clear orcs. However, Krixis will inform you that his spells are pretty much gone for the day. So the suggestion is, how about we take a rest, and then under the cover of darkness, we can approach the orcs'
Go scout out the caves.
hole. Yeah, the caves.
I'll go into the cave. You scout out the orc's hole.
I wouldn't have laughed,
I'll go first.
but Norm's smirk. got me. Oh man, we're in good form today. Oh,
Yeah, long rest sounds good.
all right. You guys are gonna go
Is
take an
there
early
a
long rest so that you can approach this at night.
is there a reasonable long rest area that we can see? Assuming that
If you left the mound and got into the forest, you could get into the forest a ways and actually set up a small camp. In fact, make an investigation check or a survival check, either or, whatever you want to do.
okay,
It may
well
be
I'm gonna
up.
stick with investigation because I rolled 21. So
Okay,
that's just happened.
that's fine. You move south the way you kind of came in. You think you remember seeing it. There was this large tree that kind of had a one side of it like it had been struck by lightning, and it kind of compensated for it and kind of grew into like a almost a cave, like lean-to shadow area at its root base that would actually keep whatever you were doing there. Like if you started a small fire, keep it shielded from the mound.
Perfect.
So you can set up a little camp there. You're I was
Okay,
gonna
so
say your
perfect.
mic is live, Norm.
For
Oh, you
us,
can't
not
hear.
for
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's good.
So
I didn't realize those were separated. That's awesome.
yeah, so we're headed into the woods then, and we find that area and set up camp. And I'll be taking a long rest then.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if Aronan, where are you at with like health and stuff? Can you guard?
Yeah, I can guard. I'm at 26 of 31. I only took that last 5 points of damage was from that thunderbolt or from the explosion.
You guys can actually see the mound still from where you're at if you get to the far side of the tree. So Ellie says, we'll take shifts like we normally do for watch, but just keep an eye on the mound, make sure no one comes back
Okay.
or out. I don't know. I would think that if there were more in there, they would have came out when the Thunderboar both arrived and left.
Yeah, I mean, but they could also be waiting until nightfall as well. So, you know,
I guess
we
we'll
don't
find out.
we don't know how many caves there are. We don't know the entrances and
I suppose
exits.
you're right. Right, so watches and keep an eye on the mound. Okay. You're going first, Aronan?
Yep, I'll go first.
Okay. You can wake me, and or if you want to go second, Krixis, it's up to you.
Yeah. I'll go last.
Okay, then Aronan, go ahead and wake me, and then Krixis, I'll wake you when I'm done.
Done and done.
The watches go by with little happening, keeping an eye on the circle of thunder, the mound, the ring of stones above it. You don't see anything other than a couple of birds. At one point, a vulture comes down Aronan and starts picking at the orcs that are up on that hill.
Feast, little buzzards, feast.
Then, yeah, so the watches all exchange well, and Krixis, at the end of your watch, you can wake the two of them up. It's probably about midnight now, maybe a little after. The moon's high in the sky. It's actually a fairly well lit evening.
So I actually got the long rest as well. Everybody did? Okay.
Everybody did. I should give Ellie one.
Yeah, you should.
Long
She's been
rest.
dying for one for a while.
Firm.
One from Aronan.
That one I rolled my eyes at. I don't know why. Aim to please got me right in the funny bone, but yeah, dying for a long rest. Literally. All right. So how would you like to approach You do see one of these cave entrances, the one on that you first encountered or saw on the southeast side.
How dark is it? Do we need a torch?
I have
Um,
far sight, so I can go first.
Inside
I'm assuming
the.
inside it's probably pitch black.
Hang on one second. It tells me. I
Yeah,
just
dark
gotta
vision, not far sight.
get back to it.
I mean, I have dark vision. I don't know. Ellie, I assume, does not.
Does not.
Thanks, Menomenon meme. Menomenon meme.
So
Yeah, it's just it's an image from I don't know if it's from Yosemite, but
yeah, it doesn't say anything
It's
about
right-
light. So
it's
I'm
right
going
where
to
we are.
assume. I'm going to assume they are. I actually no. I'm going to tell you they're dark. They're currently dark. As you approach the first one, Aronan, in that southeast corner, and you peer into it, you realize there are torches on the wall. They look like they've burnt out.
okay. I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out because I have what is it called, Traveler's Pack or the
A flint and-
Adventurers gear.
Yep. So you have a flint and.
Yep, I have a tinderbox. I have. Yep. So I'm gonna
Do you have
pull
a
that out.
torch yourself?
What's that?
You have a torch specifically.
Also have a torch. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you light up a torch, and you understanding the situation that you can see in here, you light up a torch right away, and then you kind of hand it back to Ellie.
Yep. All right.
Kind
I'm
of
gonna go
nod,
first.
thanks you. Okay. So you head in. You're heading into that one in the southeast. Oh, these are all relatively the same. Where are the... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. They are relatively described here. One thing you
Okay.
notice there's a stone above the entrance as you enter. It has a picture of a boar chasing after like a stick figure, humanoid-ish looking thing.
I'm gonna whisper to Ellie and Krixis. I don't think he's gonna be chasing anybody anytime soon.
Well, they'll be chasing us if they realize what we did.
Shh! Don't anger the boar gods.
Keep your head on a swivel.
So, let's see. You're in the southeast cave. You're exploring around in here, and for sake of time and story and excitement, roll an investigation check as you explore, because these three caves are almost identical. You realize as you're going through it and going around it that it is a quarters. There is a place to, like, with a chair and a table. There's a place with like scattering of blankets and soft items to lay in and sleep in. And there's one area that's just kind of like a general storage area that's got like bones and leather and other like skulls of different animals and stuff thrown in it.
So as we go through it, we realize that this is not like a burrows. This is just a little house for a couple orcs.
You would even, looking at it, assume it's a house. It's a house for one orc. It's like a studio apartment almost.
Got it.
The One Orc Studio.
Yep, a one orc
Got it.
studio. It's a good show title too.
All right, well, search the area to see if there's
Go ahead and make an
anything that we should
investigation
take
check.
with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna search as well.
7.
22.
22. Aronan,
Huzzah.
as you're rifling through like the body parts, the skulls and the femurs and the bones and the leather, the hides that are all just kind of piled in this, you flip one up and there's a piece of bloody paper parchment folded up in. It's all dried on the outside, like a bloody hide had been thrown on top of it, and it just kind of sat there and absorbed some of that before it dried out. It actually sticks to the hide a little bit as you peel it away.
Hmm. I am going to open it up and take a look.
Do you speak Orcish, or do you know Orcish at all?
Go fish.
All right. So you have no idea what it is. It looks like chicken scratch.
I'm gonna show it to Ellie and Krixis.
Krixis, do you speak Orcish?
Krixis also looks at it, and it's gibberish.
That's how he kind of looks at it too. She says, "This, I don't. I would assume, and I'm only assuming. I'm guessing here, that that's Orcish writing. I know I don't speak it. I don't read it. But these being orcs, I assume that is Orcish writing."
I'm just gonna shrug, fold it back up, and stick it in my pack. When we get back to town, we'll find somebody that can translate this for us.
A good idea.
Makes sense.
You do not find anything else sorting through this cave.
And then, are we also investigating the other areas at the same time?
Aronan, you did see one other cave as you snuck around.
Okay.
Because you snuck around the west side, correct? To
Yep.
get to the north. So you did notice that northwest cave as well.
Okay.
So you guys could make your way out to that one. That one would be known. You wouldn't know about the northeast one necessarily. But having done some math,
There'll be more than one, so we can search for it.
well, you fought 3 orcs and there was one
Yep.
bedroom. One,
Mm-hmm.
assumably this next one's going to be a 1 bedroom as well.
Correct. Yep. So we'll go.
There may-
I'll mention that to the group.
Okay.
So this is one. That means there's probably 2 more out there. I know that there's another one on the other side of this mound. Do we want to go the long way around to see if we can find another one, or do we just want to cut across?
Cut across right through.
Okay.
As you guys climb up the hill and you're climbing up and you get into the middle of the stones, the bodies are still laying there. They've kind of been picked at by the vultures earlier. The moon is high in the sky. It's full. It's a clear night. It is very bright. It gives that really cool, like blue luminescent look to everyone. Looks especially cool on your skin, Krixis. And
Sexy
you just
Krixis.
kind of
I'm a
walk
giant
through on
will
this
o' the
peaceful
wisp.
night. You walk through and you come down on the other side, make your way into this secondary cave, very similar to the first one. Has storage area of animal parts or pieces that may be useful. The bed seems to be arranged a bit nicer. Like this orc, for whatever reason, seems to take care of his stuff more. Like the body parts weren't just thrown in a corner. Like the bones were on one side, the skulls were in one area, all the hides were in one area. It had a bit more organization to his scheme, which actually makes it much easier to search through. So if you want to give me investigation checks for this one orc.
20.
Not as good as 25.
5. No, that's definitely not as good as 20. Krixis, as you're searching, you actually step at one point and you notice a hollow sound, like you're stepping on wood, but it's dirt covered. But you realize as you kind of push the dirt aside that there's actually a wood panel below your foot.
Okay. I'm gonna call Aronan over and say, Aronan, there's something under here. Check it for traps before we open.
Will do. Which one is that, JC?
That would be a investigation check. You're actively searching for the trap, you get your if you're oh that's for unlocking it. You're just trying to find it.
12.
12. You're kind of brushing the sand and dirt off of it, and you don't think it's trapped. It doesn't look like it's trapped. It looks like it's just a hidden door. You don't see any mechanisms tied, or you assume that orcs like this would have something that would be rather crude and easy to spot if it was trapped.
Is there a hole or something that I can pull it up
There is a
from?
ring that you can grab
Okay.
and pull up on it.
I'm going to do that.
You do so without a lot of issue. There's a blanket in there, kind of set up to make like a little nest for another little cloth wrapped bundle that's sitting in the middle of it.
I'm gonna investigate that to be sure that that's not rigged as well.
Okay.
Good lord. 5.
5. You honestly think there is a trap somewhere within those blankets.
All right, I'm going to take out a strong hand
Strong arm?
or strong arm, and I'm gonna kind of poke at it with strong arm and just kind of poke the blanket aside and just kind of investigate.
You kind of poke the blanket aside and you hear a clink as you do it, and you realize rather quickly that there's actually like a glass bottle inside the bundle. And it actually moved enough that you think you can pull it out without anything happening. Like you might have been wrong that it was trapped.
Oops. It is strong hand, not strong arm.
Strong hand?
Yeah.
Oh, strong hand in the stranger. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was like, wait, that doesn't seem right.
Oh, yes. Yes, strong hand in the stranger. Yep, okay. My bad.
Question me on the names of my daggers.
Yeah,
Oh.
no shit, right? So you pull this little bundle out of the hole. You have a little bundle of cloth. with
Little
something
bundle of
hard.
joy.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm
Are
gonna
you
pull it
gonna
out and take a look at it, investigate, inspect it.
Kind of roll the cloth away and drops a little vial in your hand that looks like liquefied iron inside it. Kind of like mercury, but a deeper grayish color that seems to have like little bits of carbon floating in it as well.
Is this something that I would recognize?
Make a intelligence check. Or an arcana check. If you have any bonus from arcana, you could do that too. There isn't an alchemy check. There should be an alchemy check. It's probably
17.
arcana. 17. It's a potion of some sort. You know that for sure. You would assume it would do something. Something that would be beneficial to your defense is what you're thinking. You don't know exactly. If you want to taste it?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I'm going to put this in my pack and have somebody like an alchemist. Well, actually, I'm going to show it to Ellie and Krixis to see if they actually know. Yeah, the last thing I want to do is turn to metal and like force them to carry me out.
Metal
no idea
Mario
what
is
that
really
but it doesn't-
powerful in Smash Brothers. But you
True.
know.
Ellie has no clue. She recommends not drinking it because it looks like metal. It looks
I would
that
do
might
the same. Until we know what it is, I can't advise you to consume it.
All right, in the bag it goes.
In the bag it goes. Put potion in your bag. Unidentified or whatever. Put a note on it. Other than that, as you're exploring this little one-bedroom hovel, you find, like I said, it's in very neat order compared to the last one you went through. And you don't find much other than this secret trapdoor with this potion inside it.
All right. I think we're going to exit then and head towards where we would assume, based on a triangulation, another bedroom would be.
Make an intelligence check. This is just to see how much time passes, if you went the right way or not.
16.
I am not
16.
smart today. 3.
There's a pretty good consensus between Krixis and Ellie to go to the northeast.
I point south.
Aronan fights for a little bit. Aronan fights you guys for a little bit until he realizes, oh, okay, yeah, you guys are probably right. So you guys do find the cave with the third cave with little issue. Make an investigation as you go into this.
Perfect.
One above this one, there
And
is
then search that.
As you go into this one on the thing above it, there is 3 little stick figures being struck by lightning.
Wait, explain that to me again. There's what?
The cave kind of has like wooden supports and a board across the top,
Yep.
where the other one had a boar running across it after a little stick figure. This one has 3 stick figures on it being struck by lightning. The other one didn't have anything above it.
I'm gonna look at Krixis and say it's not disturbing at all. It has nothing to do with us, right? I'm just gonna ignore that.
Well, there were 3 orcs.
Yes, that is true. There's also well,
All right,
Maybe
let's move into the
I'm probably just being
bedroom.
paranoid.
And then I'll assist you, Aronan. Roll investigation at advantage.
I got a nat 20. Doesn't matter.
Oh, perfect.
As you're digging around, you find a similar. You're about to give up, Aronan, and then you actually move some of the blankets aside, and you find a similar hollow dugout floor area in the bedroom.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Boy.
Roll investigation. Check the traps.
Nice. Another nat 20.
At 20. This is
D&D
definitely
Beyond
not
likes
trapped.
you today.
You
Yeah,
have
right?
all the confidence in the world. You clear off the top, you kind of pull it away, and you pull it up, and there's a... You don't even need to dig or look in there because it takes up most of the area. There is a shield in there. A beautifully ornate shield.
Do I need to check that for traps too, or is that...
No, you're fine. I need to pull something up to describe what is on the top of this shield. Gotta find the description. I am sorry. I apologize for the time.
Krixis' eyes light up. He's always wanted an interesting shield.
Why can't I find this?
Are you calling
There we go.
dibs?
He
I'm just
kinda
saying
is.
Krixis looks excited about it.
Well, it definitely isn't going to me, that's for damn sure.
And on the shield is a where is it? I had the wrong one.
Looks like you're gonna have to fight the lazy dragon.
Yeah, I
Krixis.
can give you a description. Oh, come on. Wait for me. Where did I read that? I will give you the description of it when I can dig it up.
Okay.
I don't have it ready for you.
No problem.
It's we aren't going to get there, so I'll give you some information. I'll keep
Perfect.
looking as we go.
Next time.
But there's an ornate symbol on it that I will describe later that actually means something. I fail as a DM sometimes.
Nah.
Yeah. So yeah, you pull that out, and it is a beautifully well-maintained shield. There's hardly any marks in it at all. It shows no signs of wear, really.
I'm gonna let Krixis pull it out. Since I could
Okay.
tell he was very excited about it.
Krixis, you pull it out, and there's no trap or anything to it. You pull it out. Yeah, but you have this gorgeous shield.
Can I detect magic?
Can you cast Detect Magic?
I mean, I can. May I?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's magical. It is. This would be a protective style magic.
Okay.
Low level.
Krixis assumed it was magical, and so after casting Detect Magic, like, he's really excited.
Really excited.
Noticeably excited.
I'm still trying to find the description of what's on it.
We could lead off next time with that.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So you guys, having explored this fully, you believe, holy cow! Did you mute yourself on the stream before you let that go?
Good guys.
Good.
I was waiting for the explosion in my other ear, and I didn't hear it. So.
You end up clearing this area, and you find no other caves as you kind of circle the camp one more time, or the circle of thunder one more time.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You're in the middle of the night. You've had a long rest. You could travel through. You could get back to Coneyberry by morning. If you get back to Coneyberry by morning, you could push yourself to. Let's see. These are 10s. You could get halfway to Phandalin probably before nightfall, if you want.
Well,
to
I
push
think
the
we definitely want to get to Coneyberry. I
Yeah.
think I'd like to see if there's anyone in Coneyberry who can interpret Orcish.
Okay.
Yep, that's kind of my thought.
See if there's anyone there. Also, spend a little bit more time with the shield to see if we can identify what it does.
Okay.
See if there's anybody in Coneyberry that can assist us with that, or if we have to wait till we get to Phandalin.
You head back to Coneyberry. You get back there without incident. You ask around a bit, and the people there, when you ask if anyone speaks Orcish, it almost seems like they're affronted because what went down at the Butterskull Ranch, everyone's kind of very anti-orc, and to ask something like that, people are kind of like, why the hell are you asking that? No one around here speaks orc. Why the hell would we speak orc? They're evil. You do spend enough time with the shield to realize that it's a +1 shield, is what it is. It's a very, very nice, magically enchanted shield to be stronger than it actually was built to be. So you can add a +1 shield to your inventory, Krixis.
Oh my god. I'm way more excited with that than a cool weapon.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you don't have a 23 AC. How much you enjoy your AC, huh?
Right? For sure.
Is there somebody
okay,
in town that can identify the potion?
Make an investigation check. It'll rely on your check, searching around town, talking to various people, whether or not someone
16.
is in town. 16. There was an alchemist that was staying at the inn that you found and are able to talk to. He identified it rather quickly. He just took a look at it and finger in it, and yeah, that's a potion of invulnerability, sir.
Ooh.
Which for an hour gives you resistance to all damage, which is pretty badass. It's almost like they're giving you a bunch of things to go fight a dragon.
Right. Potion?
One could find said dragon.
No, load more. What's it called? Potion of invulnerability?
Yes.
Or I'll have to find that later.
Yeah.
Oh, there
It's
it is.
in there. It's... Yeah, it should... I was gonna say it's in my D&D Beyond, so...
Yeah.
It's,
It was just
that's a
it was pretty far down on the list.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys wanna... So you've been up for half a day. You could push through... Travel. You could get halfway back to Phandalin. For the last, like, before nightfall, the last little bit of it, you'd have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws because you take a point of exhaustion. No, actually, you don't take a point of exhaustion until 24 hours. Sorry about that.
I think we can push through for a bit. Yep.
Yep.
You push through, you travel along the Tribord Trail. There seems to be more, and not a lot more, but the times you've traveled on the Tribord Trail have been the people traveling it have been scarce. Like you may in a day's travel see one carriage go by, and you've seen 2 or 3 go by heading up the trail towards the Butterskull Ranch and Coneyberry. And it's heartening to see that Coneyberry, even that now, is like building up and supplying and actually going to probably become a little nice little town there for some people that want to cut out a slice of life at the base of the Sword Mountains here. You spend the night on the Tribord Trail at the Waystone where you've met people before, and you actually have it to yourself this evening if there's anything you guys wanted to discuss. Otherwise, you move on forward to Phandalin the next day.
I mean, we probably should figure out who's gonna wield the sword. I mean,
I continue to believe that, Aronan, you are the best of us to attack with the sword when it is time.
I agree, Ellie says. I mean, neither one of us are going to be very good with it. We understand you're better with the smaller, quicker weapons, but you're also better with blades. I tend to use blunt objects when I attack.
And when the time comes, I can assist you in giving you a little more protection with my shield of faith.
all right. That's. I guess if that's a consensus, I'll suck it up and.
I also think if that's a potion of invulnerability, you may be the best one to drink that before going into this battle.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense because then I'd be the one slashing and slaying.
I mean, it's either that or we try and have Krixis or I be the focus of his attacks and just try and maintain his attention and keep you in the shadows away from him.
I'm gonna have to get close to him anyways, though. It's not like I'm gonna huck the sword at him.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you're using the sword, you're gonna have to be up front. So yeah, maybe the potion of invulnerability to you would be the way to go.
Maybe you guys can just kind of stand in the shadows yourselves and use your elemental weapon-y things.
One of us should be with you healing, I think.
Well, if I'm invulnerable, do I need healing?
You won't be invulnerable. It doesn't prevent all the damage. It prevents half the damage.
I'm just learning this shit, so I don't know.
Half of
I
a
can
lot
give
of
you a
damage,
protective shielding.
All right, So Krixis and I will
I'm just
attack from
thinking
behind.
if you fall, one of us right there. I mean, I don't know how good you are at healing from a distance, Krixis.
I can, but
Yeah, that's,
not healing the kind of damage a dragon could do.
well, you got your new fancy shield there, sir. So maybe you and Aronan can go and I'll work with maybe some guiding bolts and my spiritual weapon.
Fireballs.
Oh yeah, fireballs. I could do that. Yeah, I'll hang back. Oh, you guys are gonna. Oh boy. All right, maybe we lead with a fireball.
Yeah, I would prefer it if you
We
did
have
throw the
two,
fireball
we have,
while I was standing next to the dragon.
we have two of them left, so maybe yeah. We'll have to see how this. Well, if we can find them where we're fighting them, we can plan for me to throw fireballs for two attacks, and then let you guys charge in after that.
Well, and if we played it right, if we could surround it, we could throw 2 fireballs in succession. You know, if we surround it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If we could get a jump on it like we did with the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Lead with a fireball, maybe.
Don't let a giant dragon sneak up behind you, I think is the theme.
Probably a good idea. So,
That's how I live my life.
yeah. Live your life sneaking up behind other people.
Is true.
Alright.
Is true.
I'm going to tuck in here. What are you taking the first watch? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll take the first watch now.
All right.
Aronan, do you want the middle one or the last one?
I'll take the middle one.
Okay.
Why don't you get a good night's sleep there, Ellie?
All right, thank you. And she goes and kind of puts her head down. She's out like a light right away. After getting up early, you guys have been up extra long.
I'm gonna shake my head at Krixis and say, every time.
So, we can leave it there. Actually, let's go through the night. Nothing's gonna happen this evening as you go through your watches and everyone wakes up. You get up the next morning and you travel to back to Phandalin. In Phandalin, you are able to find someone that speaks Orcish. The letter is a plea from an orc tribe asking the anchorites of Talos for their help. Their home in the Icespire Peak has been invaded by a white dragon, and they have been driven out.
Oh no.
They sent the letter to the anchorites of Talos, seeking their help in handling the dragon. Based on what you saw and where the letter was, you assume the anchorites of Talos just straight up ignored them. So
Unless they were trying to call the lightning boar to fight the white dragon, which would have been cool to watch regardless.
could have been a very cool fight, and that might have been the case. You don't know really.
Yeah,
But-
we're not gonna
'Cause they're
find out
dead.
now.
You do
Yeah.
know, you have found out from this letter that the dragon has taken up home in this hold in Icespire Peak. So you know where the dragon may be, if it is, or where it will at least return to. So next week, tune in. and
We
find
know
out-
where we're headed.
Find out where we're headed. Things to know about the Icespire Peak. It is cold up there.
Ooh.
As you get up into the mountains,
We'll have
it
to-
is cold and snowy, and you will be approaching sub-freezing temperatures. Prepare properly for it. That's what I'm gonna say. But being
We'll have to turn these bracers into snowshoes and middies.
Wisconsinites, prepare how you would prepare for a cold winter, basically.
Long pants, sweatshirt. Got it.
Actually, can we turn one of the bracers into those like heat packs to put in our shoes,
Ooh,
Feedback.
like we're going to a Packer game?
yes.
Speaking of Packer games, noon today.
2
Packers
hours.
Lions at Lambeau.
Get them.
Norm, you want to run us out of here, and we'll
Go
see
get.
all y'all next week.
Go get. Oh, not that kind of run you out.
All right,
Yeah.
congratulations on the lightning boar. Nice
Yeah.
work, Aronan.
Yes. Oh, you guys can go to level 5 too.
Oh, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Yep, hit it.
Waiting for Krixis' response.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. We will go up to level 5. Should we start level 5 next week? Kind of go through it?
Yeah, we can go through it. Take a look at it ahead of time in case there's any major decisions. Know what decisions you want to make, and then we'll walk us through leveling to 5. And
Beautiful.
actually, if we want, do you want to walk through it now? We got like 2 minutes. It doesn't take long to level.
No,
Typically.
I'd rather take a look and because it'll
Yeah.
take me a while to read it and
Okay.
I'll absorb it, and then we'll just tell, just make sure to set it up what we did. So.
Sounds good.
All right. So,
Run us out, Norm.
yay, level 5. That is correct, genius. So we're all on Twitter. I am Tom M. Norman, TOMMNORMAN. JC the DM is Wildfire1265, WILDFIRE1265. And Krixis Cooch is Crazy Cooch on Twitter, CRAZYKOOCH. Give him the shocker. And we are 2 Nerds, 1 Quest. 2, the number 2, Nerds, NERDS, the number 1, and Quest. Also, we have just set up a Patreon. So if you feel like supporting us, you get some cool stuff in there for you to take a look at. I am putting it in the chat. So you can click on that link in the chat. It'll bring you there. We have a cool new podcast feed for you that gives you the pre-show and post-show versus the regular podcast, which gives you just the regular show. So you get an extra, usually about 15 to 20 minutes of show listening to us talk crap. Yeah, bonus action.
You get to hear all the dumb shit I say off camera.
Yes, that is true.
That's what it amounts to.
There's some other cool stuff in there too.
Cool.
Tool's good. Why didn't we put them in the Forgotten Realms?
There's still time. There's time.
There's still time. Maybe they live in 10 towns.
Anyway, so yeah, patreon.com/2nerds1quest, number 2 nerds, 1 quest. Just like you would see it in your podcast feed. That link will also be in the show notes for the podcast. So check it out. Great way to support the show. Also, the other thing we would really love it for you to do is if you could give us a review on iTunes, preferably, but anywhere that you get your podcast from. 4 stars, 5 stars, whatever the most stars you can give would be beneficial. If you want to leave a comment, leave us a comment about your favorite Sunday or Saturday morning cartoon. We don't care about the comment. Just leave us a comment about whatever it is you feel like commenting on.
Tell us who your favorite character was in the D&D Saturday morning cartoon back
Yes.
in the 80s. If you know it or have seen it.
And if you don't know, you should look it up on YouTube because it is fantastic. And you should tell us your favorite.
It's fantastically awful. I love it.
Yep.
Brings back good memories.
With that, I have been Norm. Cooch. JC. We are out. Peace.
See ya.